This is a video for Ravishing Rav. He's a rude bastard who lives in Christchurch, previously known as Ōtautahi. Now, Ravishing Rav is having trouble with this CMC Markets platform. So I am doing this video for Ravishing Rav with his massive elephant trunk that turns on all the women of Ōtautahi. Now, Ravishing Rav, you can see this is a Maserati. It's not a bicycle. And so you do need to know what you're doing. Now, when Ravishing Rav does his analysis, he needs to decide on some pairs or indices or commodities that he might want to trade. Now, Ravishing Rav likes to use indicators, but Turbo Tom just likes to look at things, take some sentiment, have a look at the news. What is driving price, says Tom. So over here I have some insights. Okay, this is from CMC Markets. They give me an idea of what's going on in the Eurozone as money supply increases. That's recent news. That could be worth a Euro USD call. Then I have all of this coming down into my platform as soon as it's released. I see the Indians have been smuggling gold. Fancy that. Just to avoid tax? Is that true, Rav? Surely not. Dastardly people. Okay, so you want to take a trade. You can take a trade from anywhere in here. Okay, you can choose things to help you decide on what sort of trade you would like to take. What about pattern recognition? Should we have a look at that, Rav? Look at all these patterns. Don't you love patterns? Look at this triangle. View patterns. Where can we find them? Wow, EA's got a bullish pattern on the 15-minute market, on the 15-minute chart. It's a wedge. Bloody hell, I don't even need to think about this. This platform's already doing it for me. But wait, you think that's it? Watch the chart. These are all patterns, Rav, already done for you. Look at them all. Which one do you want to choose? And below that are the completed patterns. Okay? So you can create filters in here on which patterns you prefer to trade, and the platform will do them for you. Alright? Then you can check out any history from those patterns that they recognized to see how they traded once you've selected them. Alright, so these are trading tools. Price alert, your own mixes. What am I looking for? These are all my watch lists that I've created, and as you can see, I've got them up over here. This is Canada Oil, Major FX pairs. These are some positions I've been trading. The yen, some of the pairs on the yen, oil and gold. What are they doing? And who's responding? What's going on? What's changed? Okay. Now, you only want to know how to trade, don't you? You just want to know, how do I hit the button? All right. So let's have a look at Italy. I love to trade Italy in volatile conditions. So I'll bring up the chart. Okay. This is the Italian 40 index. I'll bring the chart over here. We can see I've got pivots, I've got EMAs, some Bollingers. I've got an RSI and a MACD, just to make sure that what I'm looking at is what I understand what's going on technically. Now I've got the 4-hour chart up. Let's have a look at the 5-minute. Okay, it looks like it's running out of steam. Alright, it opened, it's really pushed up, and it seems to be running out of steam. Okay, this position here is a previous high. If we have a look across on the daily, it's pretty small, so let me just zoom in. She's a pretty good platform, mate. She's a pretty good platform. So you can see that it's almost touching a previous high. Okay, now the bands are all, the MAs are all spread out. It looks like a great chance to go with the trend. All right, if you decided that that was a strong resistance and you wanted to take a trade, you know, naturally you come down into these lower time frames to see just what sort of entry you might get. Have a look at the candles. It's only half an hour past the hour, so it's nearly 10:30. We've had a bit of a spike up on the 5-minute. We're not seeing a rejection candle going on, so I'm not seeing any confirmations of any reversal coming off there, but that would be a beautiful double top if it was. Okay, and we could look to trade down. I would wait for a confirmation candle before I take this trade, but if I decided that now was the time to take a trade and I wanted to do a put and make the assumption that it's going to reverse, then I click up here and this little chart appears. Okay, now to work out how much I'm going to spend, I can determine which units. So we'll say 100 units of the Italian index, shall we? And let's just see how much that's going to cost me. Okay, $22,504 to enter a put for 100 units on the Italian index. Set my stop loss over and above. Now you can see how it does it automatically, which is 113 points away. If price reaches that, I will be $18,500 out of the pocket. Now look at my take profit that they offer automatically, which is down here. If price comes down here, I'm going to be $74,000 in profit. Okay, naturally I don't have an account that's going to be able to sustain something like that, so let's have a look at 10 units. See how everything just changes automatically? Alright, we've taken 90 units off there, and it's given me an entry or a cost of $1,844. Alright, what about 1? What's 1 unit? Ah, $180. $184.45. Right. Okay. Now, is that 1% of my trading account? Not quite. Let's look at 2. 368.91. No, that's too much. So to make it affordable for me, we should just take 1. Okay, it's less than 1%. Stop loss is already in that position. I could bring it right down and just avoid a little spike up perhaps, which will mean $100 loss, or $91. Take it up to around 100, eh? All right. And my take profit, I want to adjust that. There seems to be a lot of interest around this pivot. This is the second pivot, so that's an $84 profit on there, somewhere around there. Okay, I'd naturally go for the second pivot, which might take a little while for it to get there. And that would give me, at this point here, that would give me in this distance 105 points and a profit of $173. Okay, which isn't quite 1-to-1. All right, and the next thing I need to do, if those are the positions that I want to take, or down here, or down on the next pivot, then all I need to do is press that, and I'm in the trade. It's that simple. Okay, so that's coming from the chart. All right, I'll kill that. All I did was press on there, and I got an ability to put in a position. Right, let's say there's some news that's come out from oil. I've got a Canada oil. I've also got a commodities watch list. Either, doesn't matter. They're still the same thing. Okay, so crude oil, Brent. You choose which one you want to trade. You don't necessarily have to have that one. But crude oil, press on that, order ticket. Boom. Sort out how much you want to trade, how many barrels you want to buy or whatever. 150 bucks. So we want to spend. Stop loss 43 points. Take profit. All right. So this is how you can set a trade really quickly without a chart. Okay. So that's another way that you can take a trade, and how to monitor them. Let me know if you got some questions. Sweet. Later.